How's it going, everybody? Ben from basesetmew here, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm opening a Paradise Dragona booster box and a Super Electric Breaker booster box in a pack battle, or I guess booster box battle setting. These two are actually among my favorite Japanese sets of 2024, so without further ado, let's cut open both boxes and see if we can't get some of our chase cards in here. I did say in one of my earlier videos that I do want to open more of, especially Paradise Dragona. I did actually open quite a bit of Super Electric Breaker, mainly because I got two booster boxes from my traditional Chinese, or 5th anniversary traditional Chinese box set, or gift box set, whatever you want to call it. So I actually did pull the Dragona, which was one of my chase cards, so I'm very happy about that one. But there are still so many more cards that we can potentially get in here, so I'm very, very curious to see if we can't get like one more chase card from either of these. Alright, and there we are. So I guess we're starting it off with our first pack of Paradise Dragona right here. The first pack battle of 2025, actually, and I'm very excited about this one, because both of these sets, as I said, are among my favorite sets in that were released last year, so this is gonna be great. Alright, no luck in our first pack, but we still have plenty more to go, of course. I think I've done one of these battles previously, like 2 Japanese booster boxes. Here's our first art rare with the Larvestar, I want to say, and the Koraidon there at the end. Speaking of art rares, I think the art rares that I really want to pull from Super Electric Breaker are the Fanpy and the Magneton. Like, both of those look actually really, really cute. I definitely, well, the Fanpy looks cute, the Magneton just looks cool, but both of these are really, really cool, so I hope I can pull at least one of them from the Super Electric Breaker booster box. As for Paradise Dragona, the art rares I want to pull from that site would be the Skarmory or the Braviary. I think I've actually alluded to them in my first Japanese box opening, that I wanted to pull either one of them. Didn't manage to, but I did manage to get the Latios in one of them, so I was really happy about that one. Right, this one. I can't get... I think I might get confused at some point with the packs right here, but we shall see. So, I know we're only a few packs in, but I think we should already talk about, if we get lucky, we might be getting a special illustration rare, or special art rare, sorry, special art rare, as they're called in Japanese. I think for the Super Electric Breaker side, I think the Pikachu, that's what everyone is after, really. That's a really cool card, too. So that would be really nice. Other than that, as I've said, I do have the Dragona in traditional Chinese, so that's one chase card already down. The other one would probably be the Milotic EX. The Milotic also looks super, super cute. Or super cool, sorry. Super cool. And I hope I can pull one of those. In terms of special art rares from the Paradise Dragona site, I mean, Latias, that's kind of obvious, right? The Latias is probably my #1 priority in Paradise Dragona, closely followed by the Lesia, although the Lesia wouldn't be up on that list very highly. If I do get lucky enough to pull the Lesia, I might just end up selling it for the Latias, or maybe trading it, but we shall see. Maybe we don't get lucky and just pull a super rare in either of these. That could happen, you know, that is a possibility. Hopefully we do get lucky, but we shall see. Maybe our first art rare is in here. Nope, just a Surfer Braviary. Speaking of the Braviary, man, I hope I can show off at least one of the art rares that I've just mentioned, because all of them that I've counted that I really want to pull from either of these sets look super cool, and I would love to show them off. Would love to show them off. Let's see, nothing in this one. We've hit a bit of a dry streak right here. Still no art rare on the Paradise Dragona site, but I have a good feeling about this pack right here. Let's see. Let's see if I'm right with my gut feeling. Nope. I was not correct, just a Golden Go at the end there. Just a Golden Go. Speaking of the Pikachu EX that I've mentioned earlier, It's still ridiculous. I haven't checked the price of the English special illustration rare recently, but it was really expensive for a time. Oh, our first double rare with the Scovillian. Not too shabby, and the Walrus copy pasta. Alright, first double rare. I think towards the goal, like which site is gonna win, I think I might just count the art rares, unless the double rares have some value to them. Usually they don't. Maybe with the Pikachu EX, maybe that's worth like $1 or something. But we shall see. Obviously, I will have to do that after editing. But we shall see. Oh, Latias EX. Maybe that's a sign. Latias EX double rare. I don't think I've pulled that one in my first opening. Also, look at this Altaria by Rika. That looks so lovely done. Man, great stuff. Great stuff. Still no art rare on this side. So far, Super Electric Breaker is in the lead, but then of course, it all comes down to the super rare spot for either of these. I don't think any of the art rares really stand out in either of these sets. Like, no art rare is really that much more expensive compared to the other. So it really comes down, other than the Ceruledge. I think the Ceruledge is kind of up there. That's like, I think, €3 or something. I think I've pulled that twice, actually, the Ceruledge. I've pulled that in Japanese, and I've pulled that in traditional Chinese. Or I might have pulled it twice in traditional Chinese. I do sometimes get confused with the sets that I do open. I hope you do apologize if I do. Alright. Zangoose, we got a Dedenne. Spheal. We've got a Jasmine, or no, we do get a Jasmine. I was correct in the name there. I wasn't sure, because I still remember their German names from time to time, so I do tend to get a little bit confused with some of the names. But we make do. Let's see, Skarmory by Cavallo. Don't even have to look at the artist, their art style is so recognizable that I immediately know who illustrated that one. Let's see, just a holographic right here. Just with the Palkia and the Esparta. Still no art rare and no super rare in sight. No super rare for either of these. No super rare for either of these, but I'm sure we'll hit one at some point, right? I'm sure we'll hit one at some point. Hopefully it's a good one. Nope, that's just a holographic. I thought that was it. Oh gosh. I do kind of like if the super rare is hiding, like not in the first pack, because in my opinion that's kind of boring. The last pack, that's a little bit too stress-inducing. But maybe in the middle, nothing here, just a Quaquavel. Just a Quaquavel. So far though, the Paradise Dragona site is really lacking in terms of pulls. We already have 2 on the Super Electric Breaker side, and this pack is about to have our 3rd pull. I can already feel it. Got a Togepi. Got a Rotom. Oh, just a holographic. Okay. Anti-Paldean Tauros. Look at that illustration as well. Great stuff. Man, some of these common and uncommon illustrations, I feel like they go underappreciated. Because they're not that flashy, obviously. But I do think they need to be appreciated, because all of them look so well done. This one as well. Man. Sometimes you just have to appreciate the commons and uncommons, eh? Sometimes you just have to sit there and appreciate the great artwork. Alright, looks like we're getting towards the last few packs on both of the right sides of our booster boxes. Let's see. Togetic. Oh, our Ace spec card right here. I don't think the Ace spec cards in Japanese are as much as they are in English, because obviously you can only use them if you play the game in Japan. So these usually don't carry that much value. I mean, I guess if you're if you're playing against a friend and you don't have that card in English, you might still be able to use it, but not in official tournament settings, unfortunately. But there we are, okay. Let's see, maybe this is our first art rare for the Paradise Dragona site. Lycia. And nope, no scos for that one. Okay, let's see, how many packs do I have on this side? I think 3. And then I think I'm probably gonna get the booster boxes off the table once I do have that right side dealt with. But first off, we have an art rare right here. Nope, just a Kilowattrel and another Tauros. Man, lots of Tauros illustrations here, eh? Okay, come on, Paradise Dragona. Like the Super Electric Breaker site already has 3 pulls. You have to keep going. Luckily, though, in Japanese booster boxes, everything is promised, like that terrestrialized double rare right here with the Cyclozar and the Braviary there at the end. Finally, another pull on the Paradise Dragona site. Not too shabby. Okay, actually no, now we have 3 more? 3 more, okay. 3 more on that site. Looking at the recording, 12 minutes in. I think we're doing good on time. Last time around, I think we were way later. Hydreigon double rare. Okay. The Super Electric Breaker site is kind of running away with it, in a way. Because so far, it's in the lead in terms of just sheer amount of pulls. Nothing too crazy yet, but I guess the art rare is very nice. Not one of the ones that I wanted, but still very, very nice. Let's see, maybe a next art rare in here. Yeah, there we go. We have a freaking mushroom thing. I think I've pulled this one before. I'm pretty sure I've pulled this one before, but there we go. Our first art rare actually on the Paradise Dragona site. That's very nice. Alright, 2 more packs of Super Electric Breaker, and then I can get the booster boxes off the table. You know, get a little bit more space right here. Bronzong, again by Cavallo. Milotic again. Okay, the first time I've opened my Super Electric Breaker booster box, I've also pulled the Milotic, so now pulling it again, that's kind of funny. The Milotic SR, okay. Alright, one last pack on this right side of Paradise Dragona. Let's see, maybe the super rare is hiding in here as well. With a Swablu. And, nope, but our Ace spec card is here. Nice, so we've pulled that one on this side as well. Still, in the terms of pulls, the Super Electric Breaker site is ahead. Let's see. Last time, though, I did open a Milotic. I also had a Pikachu Super Rare, so maybe this is another box with 2 Super Rares. I kind of doubt it, because those are really rare. Holy moly, okay. At least it's one of the art rares that I've really wanted, the Magneton by Shinji Kanda. Yo, look at that illustration. That is crazy. That is so well done. Man, that looks mesmerizing. It really does. That is so... And another Magneton right after that Magneton. Okay, that is really cool. Alright, and here we are. A little bit more space right now. And let's continue on with Paradise Dragona versus Super Electric Breaker. I still have a good feeling about Paradise Dragona. Maybe we can get one of our chase cards in here. The Latias SR, just a normal full art, okay. So if none of these boxes have another super rare, I think it really comes down to whichever of these super rares is worth a little bit more. And then I think maybe even on the art rares, because I know the Magneton is worth a little bit at least. I think 3 to 4 euros. We shall see. It's actually... Funny enough, it's actually still a really close battle. I think either side could still win this one. Okay. We still have one more art rare at least promised on the Super Electric Breaker side, but then again, we can also pull one more super rare. I did it before. Same goes for the Paradise Dragona, although we still have 2 art rares on that side left. So maybe we can get lucky on this one. No goes for that pack, unfortunately. But let's see. Let's see. So another art rare. Which one was the other one? Right, the Fanpy. The Fanpy would be absolutely cool to pull in Super Electric Breaker. Nose goes for that one, unfortunately. Just a Victini at the end there. And then right here, Skarmory, Braviary. Either of those 2 are still very much on the table for Paradise Dragona. Let's see if we can't pull just one of them. Here we have the Black Kyurem, or is this the White Kyurem? I always get them confused. Illustrated by Cavallo, so obviously very well done. Latios there at the end. I did pull the Latios in one of my earlier openings. I think I sent that into grading. I've forgotten. I've sent my cards off like so long ago, and they're still sitting at CGC with the status scheduled for grading, so I don't know when they get to it. So I've kind of forgotten most of the cards that I sent in. I do remember some of them, of course. like that Pikachu, for example, from the 5th anniversary traditional Chinese gift box. I sent one of those in, of course, and then a bunch of other cards. Alright, Super Electric Breaker. Let's see, one more art rare, and then we should still get 2 more double rares. So here we go, here's our next double rare with the Slack King EX. Not too shabby. And then, let's see, maybe another double rare in here, or maybe our second art rare. Either of them would be really cool. Or maybe a super rare. Nope. Just a Braviary. Man, the Braviary just keeps teasing me. Always being at the end of the pack. Maybe we can summon... Maybe we can summon it. And have the art rare of that one. That would be really, really cool. Let's see, just an Eternatus. And a Duck Trio with a luscious mane. Very cool. Look at those locks, man. Just... Alright, let's see. Art rare in here. Yo, the art rare. Nice. Okay. With the Execute right here. Very, very nice. I kind of disregarded that illustration, but I think this is actually super well done as well. Very nice. Okay. And just another common right here. Okay, so either side right now is just missing an art rare and one more double rare at the very least, and then maybe we have another one of these 2 super rare boxes with the Super Electric Breaker, maybe even the Paradise Dragona. We shall see. We shall see. Let's see, Magnemite, Bronzor. Oh, here we go, another double rare with the Tatsugiri. Very nice. Our first... No, that's our second terrestrialized double rare on the Super Electric Breaker side. Okay, okay. Which means we should still get one more on this side as well. One more terrestrialized double rare, not in this one, just a Drayden right here. Okay, let's see what the last art rare in Super Electric Breaker is going to be. I mean, I've already pulled one that I really wanted, so either one we pull is fine with me. I've got the Magneton, so that's really, really nice. On this side, though, the Skarmory or the Braviary. The Skarmory I'd actually prefer over the Braviary, just because I want to show off how cool the Skarmory looks. Licia, again, just teasing me at this point. Always pulling the uncommon, but never the full art. Although, I did pull Licia's full art, the normal one, not the special illustration rare, in my English sleeved booster box opening. So I guess that's something. I would love to see that card in person, especially with the Japanese texturing. I do also love how the light perfectly refracts and shows off that beautiful texture of this Latias. Look at that. As if I had planned that. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Alright, let's see. Let's see something here. Yo, here we go. Our second terrestrialized EX with the Alolan Executor. Very nice. You go right here, I suppose, over the Kyurem. Alright, still one more art rare left for either side. I think that's it on double rares. Maybe we get 1 or 2 more of the normal ones, but I think that might be it. I mean, we for sure get 1 more art rare in each side, so that's at least promised. I love that it's promised in Japanese booster boxes as opposed to English ones. Swablu. And, nope, just a Dialga. Very cool looking Dialga, but just a holographic Dialga nonetheless. Now the time is starting to get a little bit long. 23 minutes. Okay, well, we shall see how long this episode is going to be. The Walrus and nothing. Nose goes for that one, unfortunately. Just a handful of packs left on either side. Maybe I can get a repeat. Maybe I can get another box with 2 super rares. Yo, the Vibrava. Okay, I unfortunately already have this one. This is, though, among my favorite art rares from Paradise Dragona, but I unfortunately already have this one. And that means no Skarmory and no Braviary, but that is still a very cool card. I love this illustration, and this is really, really well done. Okay, it comes down to the wire here with Super Electric Breaker. I think it still could go either way. Like right now, I have no idea who would win. I think my gut feeling is saying that the Latios EX full art is worth a little bit more than the Milotic. But then again, the Magneton is worth more than both of these, or maybe all three of these combined. We shall see. I think this is going to be a really, really close battle. It's not going to be crazy value on either side, though. Not going to be crazy value, unless one of these sites pulls another super rare, you know, 2 super rares in a booster box. Happens very rarely, but it does happen sometimes. As I proved in my first booster box opening of Super Electric Breaker. Let's see. Oh, here we go, the Kecleon. Okay, not on my list of cards that I wanted to pull from Super Electric Breaker, but I do have to give it to the Kecleon and the artist. This is super well done, and I think this is going to have lots of favorites, this illustration specifically. That might actually mean that Super Electric Breaker is going to win this battle. Because I know the Magneton is very popular. Maybe this one is also a little bit popular, not as much as the Magneton, because it's very hard to beat Shinji Kanda. We shall see. I think it's very, very close. It's very down to the wire. It could be decided if one of the sides pulls a second super rare, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Or maybe, no, we should stay positive. One of the sides is definitely going to pull another super rare. Or maybe both sides another super rare. That would be something. That'd be down for the history books. Another rare right here with the Gastrodon. Alright, 2 packs on Paradise Dragona. And then 2 more for the Super Electric Breaker side. Let's see. And, nope. Just another Drayden by Ghidorah. Alright. Second to last pack for the Super Electric Breaker side. Let's see what we can pull right here. Another Valrus. Let's see. Nope, just a Koraidon. Very cool looking Koraidon though. Alright, one last pack. Maybe some last pack magic. Maybe some last pack magic on this one. We'll actually do the card trick for this one. Just because here we have a Surfer. Look at him, look at his smile. Skarmory by Cavallo. And, no, just a Quaquaval. Okay, so no box with 2 super rares, but hey, still one more chance for Super Electric Breaker, of course. Still one more chance. Although I do have to say it only happened to me once. Like during that opening, that was literally the first and only time it happened to have a Japanese booster box with 2 super rares. And looks like it does not repeat itself. Okay, history does not repeat itself for this one. Well, this is what I ended up with on either side. I'm gonna make a call right now. I think this side won. I think the Latias... it's gonna be really close. The prices for these are gonna be down here somewhere, and what a surprising victory, or I knew this side would win. You know, I have to cover both fronts right here. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then a like would be greatly appreciated. If you didn't, then by all means, give it a dislike. Tell me in the comments below what you didn't like, so I can try to fix it for future videos. Other than that, right here's a video that YouTube thinks is best suited for you. Right here's the subscribe button. Click this one first and click this video. Check out any of the other videos in the description below. And I hope we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, take care.